Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to The Medium by Design. Today's message is from Queen Elizabeth II. It was an honor to write from her this morning. So my introduction is what I do first, and then I'll get right into what she said. Yesterday, Queen Elizabeth II died at 96 years old. What she represented to the public and the world was, to say the least, a symbol of strength and solidity. She was perhaps one of the most respected people in the world. Your Highness, I would be honored to hear what you would like to share about your life and what you can see for the world moving forward. And she said, well, it certainly was a long life, and she was laughing. I could never have known all the things that would transpire and the immense changes I would see through the decades. That said, it was a life full of surprises and wonderful moments a young girl could only have dreamed of. I would say the most rewarding moments involved those people I had the chance to meet, but also interact with a bit more personally. Although I was expected to appear a certain way with a certain demeanor, I did take the opportunity to have more personal moments with those I found interesting. Having a pot, or should I say sharing a pot of tea with a president of the US could be quite the thrill. Another of my life's pleasures was going out in public, although not often. I did have a chance to share the most heartfelt, warm, if brief, moments with the people of London. I know people would be very excited whenever I made an appearance, but those that I had a moment to touch a hand, look into their eyes, and share a few words could often bring a tear to my eye. People always held the belief that I was important in their lives. This is something I never had to earn, but felt the immense responsibility to uphold certain values and demeanor, no matter what my personal feelings might be at any particular time. I can say that this was my most important role to play throughout the decades of my public life. I may not have had many moments to display affection or love in public, but don't ever believe that it was not there. I felt that love was present throughout my entire life. I did not speak on this often, but it was what kept me going literally through all these years. When you are given a position in life that is not of your own choosing, it is imperative that you accept the role not only with grace, but to grow into the role as if it was the best possible thing that has ever happened to you, and to live with gratitude and, yes, love for the opportunity to serve in that role. I can say that this is what I would like to be remembered by, and to inspire others to live this way in whatever circumstances they find themselves. There is much to say on so many topics and areas of society that are going through and will continue going through change. I can say now that all the changes that will necessarily need to occur now would not be anything I could assist in. The way the world is moving is not easily understood by someone who has lived as long as I have. That is not to say I do not understand change. It is just that my role was not to be progressive or forward-thinking to a point that every stone needs to be turned over and even reinvented. That was not my role. Now it is time for the younger ones to follow their vision and have a say in the direction of their country. They are not without merit and should be respected, as they, just as my generation, have some clear ideas they would like to see implemented for the benefit of the people at large. This is the basis of creating new policies and moving a country into a new era. It is time for this level of change, and I am excited for the future of England. You might consider me old-fashioned, or you would not be mistaken. I did like tradition and had no trouble holding on to them and carrying out those things that were important to my family. Of course, there were those within and those that came from outside that had other ideas. I realized at those turning points that sometimes change was inevitable and that I had to, even with some resistance, eventually give into what historically needed to happen. I could put up a bit of a stink, but eventually it was not up to me to make every decision in the lives of those close to me. That said, there's definitely a few moments in my life I would have wished other decisions were made, but isn't that true for all of us? I would say to all of you that hear these post-mortem words that I am truly grateful for the life I led, the love you showed me, and wish that each of you step into any roles in your life you must play for a moment or for lasting decades, with not only a commitment, but a spirit of gratitude for each opportunity that comes your way. We never know how long we might be needed in any role, and we can't know how long we might live to fulfill them. Isn't that the truth? Thank you so much, Queen Elizabeth, for this beautiful message, and I hope that you watching this can receive this clarity of vision that she had and the commitment that she kept in that role for all these decades. It's just monumental when you look at someone's life the way I do and get to tune into them through this stream of consciousness that we're all part of and hear these words. So if you liked anything you've seen on my channel, please like it, please subscribe, do your part to be supportive. This is not sponsored by anybody. This is work that I do, that I've been doing for more than half of my life, the commitment I have to spirit. So bless everyone that has seen this beautiful message from Queen Elizabeth II, and remember, there's always more to come on The Medium by Design.